Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are about to get into our latest review of DC's animated series, Creature Commandos. Just to give a little insight on this series, this is James Gunn's first entry into the brand new DCEU. Even though this is an animated series, it will tie into the other shows, movies of the extended universe moving forward. James Gunn is no stranger to working with otherworldly ensemble casts, having success with the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise with Marvel Studios and directing his 2021 version of the Suicide Squad for Warner Brothers. The film was received well critically, but not financially. Even though it didn't do well financially, the new Warner Brothers regime has tasked Gunn to bring DC back to promise. In my perspective, I found most of WB's success in their DC properties have come through their animated series, animated films, the Batman Arkham series, video game series, and their live action films, but primarily through Batman and Superman. Zack Snyder did have the reins for a while and had his vision of his DC universe, but ultimately did not come to fruition. Out of his DC, the best thing that came out of it was Man of Steel, especially Henry Cavill as Superman. And me personally, I also enjoy Ben Affleck's portrayal as Batman. Warner Brothers has failed critically, financially, and with their fan base in their attempt to make a extended universe due to not having a plan coming out of the gate, throwing things at the wall hoping for it to stick, and last, for trying to keep up with Marvel Studios instead of just trying to make their own way and taking their time. So this will be their second chance to try to get things right, or so we think. In January 2023, James Gunn announced his new entry in his first slate for the new DCEU, Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters, which included 6 movies and 6 shows. Out of the first 6 movies, it was announced that it would be Superman, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, The Brave and the Bold, Swamp Thing, The Authority, and Teen Titans. 6 shows were made up of Creature Commandos, Waller, Paradise Lost, Booster Gold, Lanterns, and Season 2 of Peacemaker. Leads us into Creature Commandos. Creature Commandos follows a team of unusual creatures assembled by Amanda Waller to carry out secret missions, placing them in dangerous situations and moral dilemmas. Sounds kind of familiar, doesn't it? In the first episode, it's the standard. We get to meet everybody, see how unique, weird, and strange our characters are. Everybody can do and get a little backstory through montages with each and every character. Last but not least, Amanda Waller explaining why the team has to be assembled. Like I said, sounds a little familiar, doesn't it? Now, the team is overseen by Amanda Waller, like always, but is led by Rick Flag Sr., and the members are made up of the Bride of Frankenstein, Nina, Dr. Phosphorus, G.I. Robot, and the Weasel, with a few DC characters that you will see along the way as well. Watching the first episode, it literally feels like a beat-by-beat script of a Suicide Squad template. It doesn't matter if you've seen the 2 Suicide films previous to this or watch any of the animated movies that DC has. After that, in the remaining episodes, you see the backstory of each character in the unit weaved in each episode. And it is nice to see the backstory of every individual character, but it doesn't work with every character, if not all of the characters. Early on, we are introduced to the characters Bride of Frankenstein and Nina. We see Bride's backstory first. It's a sad and tragic story, but it just gets really weird and twisted on the tail end of her backstory. With Nina, we see hers later on. She is a victim of circumstances, but at the end of her backstory, it just feels downright ridiculous due to the narrative storytelling. This is the main consistent problem I have with everyone's backstory. In principle, it is tragic, but overall, it's just ridiculous from a narrative's perspective. Another thing about the writing, it didn't work for me. It's a mix of dark humor, shock value, and drawn out unnecessary sequences between characters. Overall story is just okay. Nothing earth-shattering or nothing you've never seen before. Somewhat a little predictable at times, but it's just okay. Animation is fine. Just wish it had more of its own look and design. It reminds me of other animated properties I have seen before. The series is also rated TVMA, so they take advantage of it, especially with it being an animation as well. The more I was watching it, I was thinking, wow, this is going to be a part of the same universe as Superman. How? But it does make reference to events that happens in James Gunn's Suicide Squad film and in James Gunn's Peacemaker. It's not the worst thing I've seen from DC, but I do think it's an odd choice that this is what they came to kick off the new DCEU with, especially with Superman coming up next. Figure they will want to come out the gate hot or knock it out of the park with a home run. Ultimately, we just have to wait and see how everything plays out with the future of James Gunn's DC, and hopefully it is a turn for the better and not for the worse. And thank you guys again for listening to this review. You are somebody coming back. Thank you for listening and joining in again. This is your first time here. Once again, thank you for stopping by and listening to my review. And if this is your first time and you want to subscribe, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date with all the content that's going to be coming your way through this channel. Stay up to date with all the news, movies, and reviews. The AR Movie Memos, and thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you guys on the next review.